There he goes. Give us something good tonight.
Don't forget to come out to the game for Calendar Day. What better way to pass the year than with pictures of your favorite mascot, the Raptor, and dance packs.
The Raptors coming down the tunnel prior to the game. They're prepared to give their rabid home fan base a night to remember. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Scotty Barnes.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got George. He's out there with Embiid. The captain out there with Maxey. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. And for the Raptors, in at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Then it's Grady Dick. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Shed in at the point. GA, we are right in the thick of the season. What's an overlooked challenge for these players right now?
Staying fresh. You have to take care of your body and your mind. That'll pay dividends in the stretch run.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws here tonight.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from the captain. Pass to Duran. They set the pick. And here's Barnes for three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And their win streak is now up to an incredible 32 straight games, which puts them one game shy of those amazing 1972 Lakers.
Well, this squad has been on an unreal tear through the competition to this point. No question, this is going to end up being one of the greatest all-time streaks that we have ever seen. How far can these guys go? And what's going to be the factor in the game that ends this streak? That's going to be interesting.
The captain, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Barnes. This game he had 34 points. Lets it go from 11. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first two attempts. Now 1 for 3. Here's Embiid, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Embiid looming large on the interior. Embiid hard to deny.
Pass to Duran. On the wing, Barnes. Over George. Now Dick. Puts up a three. Drains the three-pointer.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
And when it comes to Jalen Duran, Brent, is it fair to say some teams regretted not drafting him?
Well, maybe a handful, Kevin. I mean, there's a particular way that you want to play or use that position with how you get out there offensively. Jalen is a proven big. This guy is physical and strong and can rebound and gives you a different presence on the inside.
And here are the 76ers now. Following the three-point attempt by Scotty Barnes. Here's the captain, and he makes good on the layup. The captain's got 8 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Barrett. Here's Shed. Duran with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot from downtown. He's off on that one. The 76ers leading by 7. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys. The captain in the last game against Dallas played phenomenal. He scored 54 points, but the big standout was his season high in rebounds. What an effort on the glass. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And Toronto has possession, following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Here's Barrett. They can't stop the run with that one.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, the captain.
Well, he's been an absolute magician
when the ball has been in his hands. That there isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Now here's Simmons. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Toronto working the ball around him.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Maxey passes to the captain. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Here's Walter. Launches it. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Maxey's got 4 rebounds in this game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now, here's Duran. Still scoreless. Bowl a screen on Robinson. Here's Duran. And the layup's good off the glass.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Caleb Martin out there with Mitchell Robinson. And there's Fultz, then there's the captain, and it's Newman in at the 2-guard spot. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on. Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place."
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Stolen by Robinson. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Out to the right wing. Here's the captain. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Hits it from three-point range. The captain's got 19 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Good on the shot.
Well, Scotty Barnes, such an excellent passing wing.
Pass to the captain. From deep. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Inside, here's the captain. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
When you think of Caleb Martin, Brent, what comes first to your mind?
I think energy, Kevin, for me. I mean, Caleb is always out on the floor on both ends, just putting pressure, whether he's running in transition, attacking the basket, spotting up and finding space in the half court. The guy plays with a ton of confidence and wants to contribute.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 18.
Mitchell Robinson, one of those guys who you could be blocking out, but it's just not enough with that length.
And here is Simmons. Here's Foster. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Martin goes in. The stupendous finish in traffic. Martin's got his first basket.
What you like about Martin is he's an opportunist. He finds the lane, and he hits it.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half of the game. Now Foster. Last game we saw him score 13. Lock at 6. Bull can't hit.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
The captain, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And Simmons slams it in.
Don't sleep on Simmons' athleticism. He still has the ability to hammer down those alley-oops.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys on the line too often. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line.
Is here for the 76ers. George is checked in for Yabusele. And the captain subbed in for Newman. Here's Dick. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you never want to foul a jump shooter. Dick certainly qualifies as one.
Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Dick. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's the captain. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
For 3, Barrett hands it from downtown. Barrett's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. 46 seconds left here in the second. Fires the 3. Embiid kicks to George. Maxey passes to the captain. And nothing is falling for him right now. Raptors trail by 13. Here's Barrett. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Barrett hanging tough on that play. He gets the shot off. He just stuck to the play.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Philadelphia leading by 12. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And the shot is good.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
Maxey passes to the captain. There's the screen. Takes the 3. That one, no good. He made it! He gets it to go!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest.
The three-point contest only grows in popularity. Hard to pick the favorite here. All these guys are knockdown shooters.
Certain to be a highlight of All-Star weekend. And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the 76ers.
When you take care of the boards, usually things turn.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
Raptors trail by 7. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Then there's Jalen Duren. Then there's Dick. And it's Shed in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Embiid with a screen on Duren. The captain passes to Maxey. Here's the captain. Embiid the screen. Here's the captain. Knocks down the 3 ball. The captain's got 27.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Barnes can't get it to go. The 76ers leading by 10. And George with the stuff.
And PG just springing to the rim.
Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Barrett setting a pick for Barnes. Beyond the arc. And again, no good by Toronto.
Talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Thursday, they'll host the Miami Heat. Then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And you know, for that matchup with Denver, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with a team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. Ball, he's checked in for Dick. 76ers leading by 14. George passes to the captain. This one for three. Another three for Philadelphia.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Pass to Bull. Here's Duran, guarded by Embiid. Down low, here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
You give Barnes any kind of opening, he's going to attack that rim.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Pass to Duran. Outside Barrett. There's the lob to Duran.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
1:44 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Maxey. Embiid with the screen on Barnes. Traps in the tray. The captain's got 40 points.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
So agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
Maxey, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jalen Duran.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight of converting on those chances.
Pass to Duran. 41 seconds left to play in the third. And again, Toronto no luck.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Embiid with the screen on Bull. It's tipped.
And that length of Duran enables him to deliver an emphatic denial.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by the captain.
With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And so it's Philadelphia ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we reach the... Just making some changes here. Toronto calls timeout. Outside Barrett. And the Raptors miss again.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Newman is out there with Fultz. Then there's the captain. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Yabusele in at the 4-man position. 4 on the shot clock. Here's the captain. There's a screen by Robinson. The captain uses the glass to finish the layup. The captain's got 47 points.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Pass to Barrett. A 3 from Barnes. It's rebounded by Fultz.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. The captain with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
To the middle, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
Outside, Barrett. Toronto working the ball around now. Dick wide open. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Offensive rebound. Pass to the captain. Lets the three fly. And they recover it.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Philadelphia.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
As we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the captain.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Duran sets the screen for Barrett for 3, and the 3-ball is good.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Scooped up. Back to Payne. Pass to the captain. Robinson a screen on Barrett, the captain. And another one. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's Shed. Payne covering. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just
Hey, what's up?
Hey, need some help?
Mama, there goes that man.
Get after it, MP.
Do you think I'd be a good mascot?
This team?
Yeah.
That's it. How's your dog doing? Oh, he's good. Just got out of that puppy stage, so it's nice to have be a little more chill right now.
The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
Make it, MP.
Everyone in attendance will receive a Harry the Hog bobblehead. The brand name, twist the toys, and you'll get a
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us. Stan, as a coach, what's the best way to instill confidence in your players?
Well, Brian, I don't know that as a coach you can instill confidence in them. But what you can do is prepare them for every situation in the game so that they're not having to think about what they should do. They know, and they're prepared to execute.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Martin slides in at the 4 with Embiid in the pivot. Karis LeVert is out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's the captain in at the 3 spot. Here's the captain. Inside. It's stolen by Okongwu. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Here's Roddy. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Good awareness from Daniels there to read the floor and see the ready scorer.
Here's the captain. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Bufkin. Last game, 26 points for him. Daniels. The 3 ball. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. The 76ers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. The captain, that's good.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Just over a minute and a half in. On the wing, Daniels. Maxey covering. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Daniels. Maxey covering. No good on the 3. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And you watch Dyson Daniels on the floor, Coach. He's everywhere on defense.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the best guys disrupting offenses and getting deflections. He gets his hands in passing lanes. Effort like that will always find minutes.
Pass to Daniels. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Young player, but a smart player. You see it there in the 2-man game from Daniels.
Here's the captain. Up and in on the layup. The captain's got 6 points.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Johnson a screen on Maxey. Here's Daniels. To the left wing. Here's Bufkin. And that one comes up a bit short.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
And the latest power rankings. We're still in December, but we are starting to see things take shape in the NBA. You take a look at Cleveland. They're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
Well, right now for the 76ers, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some critics have said they're playing way above their heads, but I think we're just learning how great this team is.
Wesley, he's checked in for the Hawks. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks fan.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Atlanta making some changes. John Collins checked in for Johnson. Hunter comes in for Roddy. And Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Daniels.
It's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Misses from short range. The Sixers lead by 5. Here's the captain, and he dunks it down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. The Hawks have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Wesley. And And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Here's the captain. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Here's George. The rebound by Atlanta.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And he's going for the lob. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Pass to George, to the middle. Here's the captain. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Wesley, the pass to Hunter. Picked up by Okongwu. Hunter finds Okongwu. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's the captain from the low block. Off the window, it's good. The captain's got 12 points in the game.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so Johnson comes in for Smith, and it's Roddy in for Bufkin. And, Coach, it seems there's a move to cut out some of the cheap fouls in the game. This notion of, if you wouldn't call it on the playground, why do you call it in a game? You like to see where it's going?
Yeah, look, there's some times where I think we'd get a better game if the players do what they did in pickup games, Brian, and just called their own fouls. A lot of these cheap fouls would cease to exist. I think there's just got to be a better recognition from referees on what really impacts a play and what doesn't.
Jalen Johnson is out there with John Collins. Then it's DeAndre Hunter, and it's Wesley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, the captain in their last game against the Raptors got the job done. He dropped 56 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Daniels comes in for Wesley. The captain, that's good. He's got 15.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Atlanta misses again.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Going inside. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Outside Johnson. Outside Hunter. Back to Johnson. Here's Daniels. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And George with the jam.
And so often, he's the ball handler in screen and roll, but on that play, George sets a great pick and finishes with confidence.
Outside Hunter. There's the screen by Johnson. Will it go? Joel Embiid with the board.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. George has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Okongwu. The Hawks need to get one up here. Here's Hunter. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
The captain misses. Hawks trail by 13. Here's Daniels. Back to Hunter. And here's Johnson. Shoots over George. The shot by Johnson, no good. And so it's Philadelphia in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Pleased to have you tune in.
Definitely some explosive guys on this list, but there's plenty of time out there for someone to grab this spot. Maybe even...
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the 76ers.
They're doing a nice...
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Martin slides in at the 4 with Embiid in the pivot. Maxey out there with Karis LeVert. And it's the captain in at the 3.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Bufkin. Pass to Roddy. Here's Bufkin. The 3. He drops it from range.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
LeVert outside. Here's the captain. 17 points in the game. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hawks trail by 10. Here's Bufkin to the wing, right side. Here's Roddy. Off target from three-point range.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Martin a screen. Here's the captain. Knocks down the long J. The captain's got 20.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him.
Bufkin with the bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams."
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Daniels. Into the lane. Pass to Johnson. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Philadelphia shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And that one misses. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Here's Bufkin. 6 points for him. Pass to Okongwu. work there as it goes. Okongwu's got his second basket.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Onyeka Okongwu. Philadelphia shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. So for the Hawks, Collins, he's checked in for Johnson. Hunter comes in for Bufkin. And it's Wesley in for Daniels. The 76ers also with a sub. George is checked in. Hawks trail by 12. 1:44 left in the third. Hunter with the ball. Martin picks him up. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hunter. And we have a chance to take a look at the teams that are wreaking havoc with their defense this past month. The 76ers, #1.
Well, you have to praise their defense over the last month. They've been working as a team to put almost constant pressure on opposing offenses. Just terrific stuff.
Caldwell Pope's checked in for Roddy.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Hunter can't get it to go.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
George's shot is off. Hawks trail by 15. And they're on the run. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
A good shooter and defender. KCP can also make plays for others.
Misses the three. The Hawks have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Wesley. Now Collins. Maxey covering. Goes up with it. Collins, no good. The Sixers lead by 13. Here's the captain. Give him 30. Buries it from 3. The captain's got 33 points.
Well, they keep going to him, and he keeps delivering.
Here's Wesley. Pass to Okongwu. And so it's Philadelphia with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. John Collins out there with Jalen Smith. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Wesley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Pass to the captain. George, a screen on Hunter. From downtown, the captain. That's good. The captain's got 36 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now here's Smith. Outside Hunter. From the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. The captain, that's good.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
6 to shoot. To the paint. Smith passes to Caldwell-Pope. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Caldwell-Pope's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's the captain. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the 76ers lead by 19.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. And the 76ers making a change here. Here's Daniels. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Robbie. Here's the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest every time.
Now here's Maxey. Here's the captain. There's the triple. And the 76ers another three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Hawks trail by 19. Daniels passes to Okongwu. Outside Johnson. The three is up. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's Philadelphia's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Here's the captain. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Down low. Here's Daniels. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Here's the captain. And it's all from three-point range. The Hawks have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Here's Daniels from outside the arc. The rebound by Maxey. A minute 35 left to play in the fourth. Martin, the pass to the captain. All right, Stan, what's one rule you change if you could be commissioner for a day?
Well, first thing I want to know, Brian, if I get to be commissioner for the day, for that day, do I get Adam Silver's salary?
100%.
Brian, I'd get rid of all the replays.
All the replays. No more reviews. Human factor.
No reviews, no challenges. Let's play the game and keep the flow of the game going.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the 76ers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for the captain.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Pass to Roddy. Three-pointer. Drops in the three.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Okongwu, high post. And here's Johnson. Here's Bufkin from deep. The shot comes out. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
myth, the legend.
Hey, how's it going, MP?
These Hoosiers think they know ball, but you'll show more of that.
Hey, MP, it's your world. We just live in it.
The National Basketball Association and the Indiana Pacers are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience.
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Well, Greg, we know tonight marks the end of the year, the calendar year, but we're still in the thick of this NBA season.
No doubt, Kevin. And for teams that aren't doing as well, this is a good opportunity to reset. Leave all your troubles in last year and usher in the new one with a new mindset.
Look at the 76ers starting group. The captain out there with George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's McCain in at the 2. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Walker finds Halliburton. Walker in the post. Guarded by Embiid. Nembhard's shot is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Embiid against Walker. The captain. That's in. Coming off the assist from Embiid. The captain's got his second bucket. So for the 76ers, the last game, a win against the Hawks in Atlanta. Outside, Walker. Back to Halliburton. Driving the lane. And Embiid pulls it down.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He's so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
The captain with the bucket. The captain's got 6. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Earlier, I spoke with the Pacers head coach. Well, we talked about how difficult a matchup Joel Embiid can be for a defense. Coach told me it's all about not letting him get established down low and making him try to beat us with longer shots. If we do that, I think we'll be fine. Of course, saying it on the sidelines is one thing, and doing it on the court, quite another. Guys?
Thank you, David. Siakam passes to Mathurin. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And what about the run this team is on? I mean, it's just incomprehensible. With all the ups and downs in the NBA, you have to be truly dominant to win 34 consecutive games.
Look, at the end of the day, this team, of course, wants to win an NBA championship when it's all said and done. And you know that's what they have their sights on. But it is so nice to enjoy the hype and accolades of a team that is right now steamrolling through the entire league in this incredible stretch. Wow, this has been an amazing thing to watch.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And so here is Indiana. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Count it.
This is why coaches love Tyrese Halliburton. Just plays the right way.
The 76ers leading by 3. Here's the captain. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Takes a 3. Siakam pulls it in. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Nembhard with it. George picks him up. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Hawks. Pass to the captain. To the paint. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Boy, shot ready on the catch. Go ahead, Benedict Mathurin.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to the captain. Embiid with a screen on Mathurin. The captain, good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Nembhard with it. And here's Walker. Mathurin for 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's the captain. He's got 14. Sinks the three-pointer. The captain's got 17 now.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Maxey against Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 1 second left. That shot, no good. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead, up by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. For Indiana, Siakam is checked in for Neesmith. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Here's the captain. The 76ers with another miss.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Tyrese Maxey. Martin is out there with the captain. Then it's Robinson. And it's McCain in at the 2-guard spot. Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And it's off from 3-point range. The 76ers leading by 9. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, the captain in the last game against Atlanta had a huge game. He dropped in 55 points. And as we've come to expect, he filled it up from 3-point range whenever he could. A fantastic performance from him. Something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it will take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
Here's the captain after Indiana gets the 3. There's the 3. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Jackson. Nothing on the board. Here's Nemar. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
76ers moving the ball around. Outside for Martin. Pass to Maxey. Here's the captain, defended by Mathurin. And the rejection by Jackson. The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from the captain.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Neesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. Then for the 76ers, Yabusele, he's checked in for Caleb Martin. And Newman subbed in for Maxey. Now, here's Halliburton. In the game against Boston, very impressive. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Pacers trail by 16. Now, Nemhard. He has 7, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. Walker's checked in for the Pacers. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. Philadelphia also making some changes. Paul George comes in for Yabusele. And Maxey subbed in for Newman. Here's Nemhard. From outside, off the mark. Philadelphia leading by 16. Pass to the captain. George with the screen on Halliburton. The captain passes to George. Second chance effort. Rejected by Walker.
An impactful defender. The young forward Walker is good at reading shooters and just stifling their offense. And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here he goes. The captain, no good.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
My goodness, Benedict Mathurin at the rim. Look out.
To the inside. It's stolen by Mathurin. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. And he converts the layup. Siakam's got his second bucket of the night.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
And so it's Philadelphia enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back to the action in just a minute.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. Oh, someone left the window. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Indiana Pacers.
I mean, it's pretty simple. More rebounds, more opportunities. Right now, they're getting crushed on the glass, Shaq.
From where I'm sitting, I don't see the energy, and I do not see the effort.
Let's turn our attention to the three-point shootout and highlight some of the top candidates.
A bunch of long-range snipers, cold-blooded. Still a way to go with the selection process, but this is a strong start.
No question. I'd rather play alongside them than against them. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Pacers trail by 12. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is out there with Walker. And it's Mathurin in at the 3. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Halliburton for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Halliburton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A remarkable three-point shooter out of the gates in his NBA career, Tyrese Halliburton. Let him hear you.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Well, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it. And now he's one of the best shooters at his position.
That's good from Halliburton.
A superb scorer and a talented distributor. Tyrese Halliburton is exactly the type of point guard every team would love to have.
And he makes both free throws.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Maxey against Halliburton. Pass to the captain. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Free throw good from the captain. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Down by 12. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. Pass to Halliburton. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Halliburton's got 8 points.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. The three, and he knocks it down. Good-looking three there from the captain. The captain's got 30 points. Now, here is Halliburton. 8 points for him. Inside, here's Walker. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's McCain. 8 points for him. Here's the captain. George with the screen on Mathurin. The captain, no good. Pacers trail by 10. Mathurin with the ball. The layup missed. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's the captain. No good on the three. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Indiana moving it around. And a wide open look for Halliburton. No good from outside. The 76ers leading by 10. George passes to the captain. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Another miss by Philadelphia. Loads it up for Walker. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton has demonstrated terrific improvement running the offense, especially with how he moves the basketball.
Here's the captain. He has 30. From the arc. Good on the three-point shot. The captain's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. Newman's checked in for the 76ers. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to McConnell. Walker with a clean look. Sinks the triple. Walker's got 7 points in the game.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
The captain gets rebounded by Indiana. Matherin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Halliburton finds McConnell to the middle. Here's Matherin, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
That's about powerful. Matherin knows when to score an easy dunk.
Here's the captain. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Outside Matherin. Walker a screen. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's Matherin missing.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Embiid the screen. Here's the captain, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And here's Halliburton. 8 points for him. Seconds left to play here in the third. 6 to shoot. McConnell in the corner. Indiana needs to get a shot off. There's Walker with the 3. Here's the captain. Fires the 3. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers lead by 10. We're going to step aside for just a second. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the...
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Your job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Caleb Martin out there with the captain. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Newman. And it's McCain in at the 1. Now Nembhard lets it go from deep. And they get it back. Now, here's Nesmith. And the rebound goes to Martin.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pacers trail by 15. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nembhard finds Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's the captain. Pass to McCain. It's Martin on the wing. Here's the captain. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Nembhard. Jackson against Robinson. Jackson kicks to Siakam. And the wing jumper offline.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Robinson, a screen on McConnell. Into the lane. Offensive rebound. Pass to McCain. Another three for Philadelphia.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Some changes for Indiana. Walker's checked in for Jackson. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Nesmith. And Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Philadelphia also making some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Robinson. George comes in for Caleb Martin. And Maxey subbed in for Newman. And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Well, you can see he is not shy from range, and Pascal Siakam continues to work on his consistency.
Drops in the layup for two. The captain's got 47 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Over in the corner, Mathurin. And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Pass to Nembhard. Outside, Walker launches a three. Rebounded by the captain. The captain's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Back to Embiid.
2 minutes.
Here's the captain. Here's the three. The Pacers pull it in. Siakam's got his fourth rebound in this one. Now, here's Halliburton. Fires from deep. And he's good on the three ball. Halliburton's got 11 points here in just the second half.
We've seen him shoot at 40% from deep for a season, so Halliburton accurate from three-point land.
Yet another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Siakam outside. It's Nembhard on the wing. Floats it up for Walker. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Philadelphia.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, they really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the captain.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. 17-point game. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rebounded by the captain. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Indiana again missing. And it's the 76ers with the ball. And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. Can't cash in from close range. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
That's it.